you don't think there's a problem here? You don't think there's a problem in what's going on? And again, I don't care what you do as an adult. But when you involve children, it's a whole other deal. Do you have the clip ready? I don't even want to see this again. I don't want to see this again. But play the clip. Now, that was a 13-year-old boy dancing around like Christina Aguilera, wearing thigh-high patent leather boots, a patent leather miniskirt, hair extensions, swinging them around, ass in the air, doing splits, thrusting in front of other men that are on the catwalk on the stage there. In front of an audience, to a DJ's beat, the same type of atmosphere you'd find in a striptease, in a strip club, in a gentleman's club. And you're going to throw that out there, and you're going to say, we're just honoring certain artistic expressions. We want little boys and little girls to be able to not only be exposed to things that affirm acceptance and diversity and inclusion, but we want them to be able to express themselves. Now, I want to explain something to you about a thing called testosterone. Now, testosterone is a powerful hormone that is specifically and primarily known as a male hormone. Now, testosterone is such a powerful thing that when a boy begins to hit puberty, he does a lot of dumb shit. A lot of dumb shit. He spends a lot of extra time in the bathroom sometimes. He takes longer showers. The water tends to be running more often because he has some barely controllable impulses there because something has now taken over his body, this alien life form, something that he's never known before, suddenly makes hair grow in places that's never grown before. It makes his body react in certain ways that has never happened before. In fact, the boy may even think something's wrong with him when testosterone takes over. It's a powerful thing. And boys spend most of their developmental teenage years trying to handle this reaction that their body has to testosterone. They play sports. They explore sexual escapades. Many of them lose their virginity. They fight. They get pimples in weird places. And they have a lot of energy. They have a huge appetite. And they start to develop muscle and aggression. And sometimes they can even fall into rebellion. And when you mix that with not knowing who you are and not having an identity, that testosterone can make you a very volatile creature. Now, as they get older, in many cases, especially in our society, we have failed to teach young men how to control their testosterone and the impulses that it causes that usually result in a sexual appetite. Men are lustful and conquering creatures. That testosterone has ruled the world as long as men have walked the earth. It makes men leave their cave. It makes them go and hunt something, club it over the head, drag its dead carcass back into the confines of its shelter, build a fire, butcher it, eat it, feed its family, have sex with his wife, procreate, create more family, more children, and then he goes out the next day and he does it all over again. Over and over and over and over and over again. There's a reason why God balanced men out with women who have estrogen. Because if women had as much testosterone as men have, there'd be 16 billion people on the planet rather than 8. All right? Something had to control this wild, restless urge that is in testosterone. Men have made fortunes off of parading women's naked and voluptuous bodies. They're tempting, inviting bodies, parading them in front of a very visual man whose testosterone drives him to desire. Jesus Christ said to his followers, he said that if you so much as look at a woman with lust in your heart, you've committed adultery with her, because that's how powerful the desire is. Because in your mind and in your heart and your soul, you've already done it. That's the power of testosterone. It makes you a lustful creature. It makes you a covetous creature. It makes you an animal that, apart from a conscience, you would not be able to control it. So what do we do? What do we do? What do we do in 21st century America, knowing everything that we know about testosterone and the lusts of men, the murderous rages of men, the rape fascination that certain men have had that have caused irreparable damage in the lives of women? How much have we learned about the power of testosterone? And so you know what your solution is? In the name of acceptance and inclusivity, you say, let's bring a child out and parade them in a sexual manner in front of a man who already has uncontrollable lust. And you say, oh, let the man control himself. Why would you throw bait in front of a fish? Why would you do that? Why would you set a goat out in front of the tiger, out in front of the lion? Why would you do that? And to make it a child, and then to try to justify it and say it's okay. Yes, men need to control themselves, but why in God's name would you take a child and allow them to dress so provocatively and throw them out there in a world of absolute heathen, unredeemed minds? You women out there who balk at this, let me tell you something. You women have no idea the way a man's brain works. You have no idea the way a man's brain. You have no idea. The studies have shown that a man is thinking about sex 90% of the day. The other 10%, he's thinking about it. And you want to put a child out there and say this is okay. It's not okay, folks. This is not okay. And they want to shut us down for calling it out. And again, you throw this stuff out there in society, and then you wonder what the consequences are going to be at the end of the day. At the end of the road, what does this look like? Broken lives, broken souls, broken hearts, broken homes, broken people. But we did it because we were inclusive and we were accepting, and we made it okay. Because, it's just a child. It's just a child. They're resilient. They can handle it. And they should be able to do exactly what they feel like.